This movie is a lot of fun. She is, of course, Cruella de Vil, who is a very evil character, like the most evil maybe in the Disney canon. But the movie is a reimagining of this classic character, and I think it's a lot of fun. It's very exciting and fast-paced. And after the really crazy year we've had, if you're looking for something that is really fun and to, just forget about the world for 2 hours and to be immersed in 70s London and these capers and cons and all of the things that Cruella and Jasper and Horace get up to, then I think this is a great place to go.
Let me give you some advice. You can't care about anyone else. Everyone else is an obstacle. You care what an obstacle wants or feels, you're dead.
Hi guys, I hope you're all good. It's Max. So two of my favourite Emmas have teamed up for the Disney live-action remake of Cruella. I'm talking about Emma Stone and Emma Thompson. I have been lucky enough to chat to both. I remember when I spoke to Emma Thompson, I just was like loving her look. It was on a red carpet. She was wearing this, I think it may have been a Celine suit and trainers, and she just looked so cool. And she was just so sweet and full of so much energy. Emma Stone I interviewed quite a while back actually. I think it was when she was in Spider-Man. And she was dating Andrew Garfield at the time. They were all on the red carpet. Jamie Foxx was there as well. It was an awesome premiere in London's Leicester Square, and she had on this like incredible gown, looked stunning. If I can find some pictures, I'll put them up. If I can't, that means I didn't. So just try and just go with the memory of what I said, and hopefully that was enough. Okay, let's talk about Cruella, because it's out in cinemas all across the UK very soon, and I know a lot of people are looking forward to this one.
If I'd cared about anyone or thing, I might have died. You have the talent. Whether you have the killer instinct is the big question.
The role of a young Cruella is played by Emma Stone, and I think she absolutely nails the role. The posture, the styling, the voice, and of course, the cackle. I have to shout out the costume and makeup people, because they are so absolutely crucial to make this film work, because they put everything together and transformed Emma Stone, also Emma Thompson, into these incredible characters. It's set in London in the late 70s, and for me as a Londoner, it's really interesting and really quite nostalgic to see places that I walk past, I shop at and think, oh my god, there's Liberties. It's been a while. By the way, for those of you that don't live in the UK, Liberties is like the posh place that is kind of like a department store. Designer bags, candles, perfumes, makeup, and very expensive dresses. But a beautiful place. But I love the way they recreated the late 70s London city. It was nice to see that as someone that lives here. Also, it was a time when punk music and the punk kind of style was really in, and again you can see that throughout in the outfits, the choice of wardrobe and the makeup and the music. I think the music was a really big part of this movie.
You won't admit you love me, and so how
Do you have a light?
to know you always tell me.
Get her.
This doesn't have to be a scene.
It really, really does.
I'd like to remind you all that I'm doing this in heels.
What was your name?
Cruella.
Let's hear from Emma Stone. What was it like to play Cruella? I mean, for me, I think the 90s Glenn Close, I'm never going to forget Cruella and Glenn Close, because I just think she was fabulous and big shoes to fill.
The sheer luck of a movie like this is that the costumes do a lot of your work for you as an actor. Once you put those things on, you feel like Cruella de Vil.
Fashion is omnipresent in this film. So we got Academy Award winner Jenny Bevan. She's done it all.
Cruella and the Baroness are adversaries in their work.
The Baroness is at the height of fashion in the 1970s. How is Cruella going to disrupt the establishment?
Fashion is Cruella's tool of revenge.
This film is the biggest thing I've ever done. Emma Stone had 47 looks. It was very important to me for Cruella to be black, white, grey, and red.
I want to make art, and I want to make trouble. To first see the entire look of Cruella together, I have to admit I took a lot of pictures. It was a very narcissistic day. which is perfect for Cruella.
We'll just have to destroy her as we have so many before. Find her.
The Baroness, I saw very clearly. It's very sculptural. Dior influenced. We sort of channeled the old screen divas, Joan Crawford to Elizabeth Taylor. Every single costume, I go, oh, this is my favorite. Oh, no, this is my favorite.
Jenny has created something really special.
So the film is the origin story of Cruella, how Cruella became Cruella, okay? So it's kind of interesting because it makes you humanize one of the kind of baddest characters in Disney history. Because when I think of Cruella, I do not like her. I think she's evil. And don't forget, this is the evil woman that skinned Dalmatian dogs to make her furs and her hats and her costumes and her clothes. So to imagine this Cruella, like almost having empathy and compassion, because that's what you will feel learning about her original story, how she became so evil, is a really interesting decision by Disney. With it being a Disney film, you know it's never going to be like hardcore and too upsetting, because they're going to think families are going to see this, we've got to be careful. But I also found it really interesting because I thought those that love Cruella as a baddie are going to either be like, oh, this is interesting, or find this incredibly frustrating, because they're going to think, wow, I don't want to feel sorry for Cruella, she's evil, she's this, she's that. But again, it just reminds you that every character is not all bad and every character is not all good either.
I want to make trouble. You in?
I do love trouble. You have a bit of an extreme side.
Yes, darling. And what fun that is.
Emma Stone and Emma Thompson have both been very open about the hard-backed underwear they've had to wear under these kind of incredible, lavish, beautiful costumes. A lot of these costumes, they sink them in, they pull them out here, they bring them up there. If you think about Cruella and you think about even the animation to the movie in the 90s, their silhouettes and the way that these characters looked on screen was so very important. So Emma and Emma, the two Emmas, braved it. I love Emma Thompson. She said this during an interview on the Lorraine show with Mark Hayes. She talked a bit about how much she doesn't like wearing underwear at all. I'm with you.
I don't like underwear, full stop. I mean, I stopped wearing underwear a long time ago. It's not my scene. I don't like comfortable underwear. I find comfortable underwear uncomfortable. So, you know, the underwear that was required to turn me into that shape was what can only be described as industrial.
Don't you just love her? She's so playful, but she's so true. One of my favourite things, the thing I look forward to the most when I'm out and about, which has been a while since lockdown, kind of just sort of coming back to normal life, but I'm still being a little bit socially anxious and not going everywhere. One of my favourite things about when I get home from a night out is taking my bra off. Oh, guys, if only you knew what that felt like. I don't know if you have that same urge when you pull off your boxer shorts. Probably not, but like it's like you've been caged all day, you can't wait to just take them off. So Emma Thompson knows exactly what she's talking about.
She stole my dogs.
I guess you must hate her.
She has made it me or her. And I choose me.
There are going to be obvious comparisons when you watch this. I think you are going to compare a young Cruella to maybe the Cruella you remember, whether it was in the animation or whether it was Glenn Close, like the one that I remember most fondly. You're also probably going to think Devil Wears Prada. This always happens when you put fashion and ladies together. I think the obvious comparison is Devil Wears Prada, but I did that too. The gist of the story is Emma has this, like Emma's character, the young Cruella, she has this really tough upbringing with her mum, and she ends up being on the streets and kind of like being a bit of a crook. Her dream is to be a fashion designer. Like, she's creatively and artistically so very gifted in that area. She manages to bag a job with the House of Baroness, which is where the lovely Emma Thompson comes in, and she's also very driven by her ambition and creativity. And this is where the two women like bang heads, because you've got Emma's character, Emma Thompson's character, that literally is that badass bitch that doesn't want to give anybody else any shine. And then you've got Emma Stone's character, this young Cruella, who's thinking, excuse me, I'm talented, I am so good at what I do, I need an opportunity here. So The thing I did love about this storyline is a lot of times, you know, women in films are fighting for like men, like a man leaves one woman, goes to another, and they like trying to get him back, or they're, you know, who's the hottest girl, all that kind of crap. And it's kind of nice to imagine that actually this storyline really is about two creatively ambitious women kind of going up against each other, and how that affects them moving forward.
The two Emmas together was always my favorite time when we were doing the film, because it was so beautifully written, the script, and then to see those two with such talent going head to head constantly throughout the film was just a joy to just sit back and watch.
Watch it, avoid it, or it depends. I would say watch it if you want to watch something that's going to make you smile, easy to watch, light-hearted, but also I think interesting. The fashion, the music will definitely keep you captivated. It won't kind of like change your life. You won't think, oh my god, this is the best ever Cruella movie I've ever watched, but I do think that you'll enjoy it. So I say watch it, watch it, watch it. Let me know if you're looking forward to it. Let me know if you're a fan of Emma Stone, Emma Thompson, if you like that combination together. Don't forget to subscribe. Still trying to hit 40,000 subs with your help. Check out all the other reviews. There's loads of reviews up at the moment. I'm going to be sharing weekly videos for you guys to enjoy, so it would make my flipping day if you subscribed if you haven't already. Guys, take it easy, and I'll see you soon. Bye.
I play a lot of music while we're shooting. I'm often throwing music against these scenes, like Liberties with Emma. And I thought, I felt like you should just maybe be singing a song here. And I just pulled up Nancy Sinatra on my phone. I'm like, how about this? And we did one take, and it was great. You know, that's in the film.
And on top of all of that, Florence and the Machine wrote a perfect song for the movie, Call Me Cruella.
Call me crazy, call me sane.
The music in this movie was an integral part of the process. Craig created something very fun, very fast-paced.
It was just so much fun with Cruella's character. She's fully ingrained in this punk sensibility, and there's so much music to be had for that.